everyone. Welcome to the workshop, the new 2017 SEO Formula. Just getting ready to start here in the next minute or two. Saw a number of you trickling on in, so decided to give it a go. I'm going to share my webcam, and just let me know if you can see my screen. If you can, this is an interactive webinar here. You can ask questions and leave some feedback. And it looks like yes, the screen is showing. Oh no. Get that out of there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it looks like everyone is still coming on in. Welcome to today's workshop, the new 2017 SEO Formula for mortgage brokers. I'm Brian Frantz, and I'm going to be sharing with you today what we're finding with the search results. And I think it's about time, so I can go ahead and begin. And yeah, so today's workshop, it's all part of the 2017 Internet Marketing Plan that we did back in January. And on this plan, we really dove deep on the digital dominance method, like all the things that you could be doing for your mortgage company to get more people coming to your website, more people calling you, more business being done by using the digital space, right? You got things like SEO and pay-per-click and retargeting, and there's social media and getting more repeat and referral business, and yeah. So again, welcome. I'm sorry, I still see people trickling on in. I just want to welcome you to today's workshop, the new 2017 SEO Formula. And again, this is an interactive workshop here. You have the ability to ask questions, and I'll make sure just before I continue, if you can just jump on in there and let me know you can hear me okay and see my screen. That would be great. And okay, thank you. Perfect. Okay, so moving right along, we were just talking about the 2017, how this is all part of the 2017 Internet Marketing Plan, and where we went into the digital dominance blueprint. And today, if you can give me the next 45 to 60 minutes, your undivided attention. I know the tendency nowadays is to kind of multitask, and if you want to get the most out of this, turn off your cell phones or put them on silent. Turn off Facebook. And if you're serious, if you're a mortgage broker and you're serious about getting some results here, these next few minutes could really change your life. And so what we're going to cover today is the latest updates with the Google algorithm. There's the things that you may have to put in place, or that you may have put in place in the past that could be now hurting you, and how to optimize your website for the new SEO formula. And so, who am I, and why should you listen to me? Well, I'm the author of the Complete Guide to Internet Marketing for Mortgage Companies. I've been widely accepted as a premier expert in the space for mortgage businesses. And more importantly, I think the most important thing is we've had the opportunity and pleasure to work with many mortgage brokers, and so that's given us a lot of insight. And maybe if I could do this. I'm just going to show a couple examples of the some of the things we've done. So our client here, this is right here. Our client's been with us since the end of 2013, so 4 years we're going on. And he's been ranking since shortly after that, right, in 2014. And that's when people started calling and he started closing loans. And he's been averaging over 200 calls a year, and he's closing 10% of them. So, and we also got him down here. So, just not to brag, but I just to show you I know what I'm talking about, and we're able to deliver on our promises and what we teach here. You see him right here, and again right here. And we can also look at our client here in San Jose, it's Sean. We've got him there, and well, looks like his website moved out of there. But yeah, so this is driving a ton of traffic to our clients' websites, and people are picking up the phone and doing business with them. So the purpose of that was just to show you that we know what we're talking about, and we can perform and get results for these for what I'm going to be sharing today. So go back to the slides here. Okay. So some of the recent changes in the Google search results page, search results pages is there's only ads now at the top and the bottom. Right, there's no ads on the side anymore. So it really went from like 13 ads to now there's not as many ads. There might be 8 or 7. And the Google Map listing has been reduced from 7 to 3. Right, Google's now serving paid ads in the map results, which I'll show you, and they just rolled out at the beginning of the year the mobile first indexing. So meaning Google used to crawl the search results page, crawl the websites from a desktop point of view, and now that's switched. Right now they're crawling the mobile version first, and so we'll talk a little bit about that. And so okay, and the again, yeah, that's no side ads. You see how there's no side ads here on the search results page. You see map an ad in the map results. And so the 3 biggest changes is that you can no longer get away with duplicate content. It used to be in the past where you could create a website and create different pages for different cities in on your website. Say you have a page that talks about being a mortgage broker in San Diego, and then you also want to rank for the surrounding cities. So you create you create a page and you use that content and just change out the city. So you're not going to be able to get away with that any longer. That used to be a good play, a little while ago. But yeah, and now if you have too many irrelevant or low quality links coming to your website, that could be hurting you. And a big thing here, you really need a real physical office to rank well on maps. Gone are the days where you can register your cousin's house as your office location, and or a virtual address or something like that, or like a mailbox, like a UPS store or something. So the first thing here, you can't really get away with the duplicate content anymore. The Google Panda update addressed this issue, and what you have to do, because most mortgage companies, they may serve a number of different cities around their location, and it used to be common and for people to set up pages for each of those cities, and just like I mentioned, keep everything the same, right, and only change the city, right? That's actually going to be hurting you nowadays. It's really important that all your pages are set up with unique content. It can't be the same across, just changing out the city. You're not going to be able to get away with that anymore. Lots of companies, they used to set up microsites. So say they have a website like Joe's Mortgage Company in in Dallas, right? And they wanted to rank for cities outside of Dallas, and so they bought a new domain and they set up a website in that city, Joe's Mortgage Company in the town next to Dallas, say, and that and then they use the same content. They just changed out the cities. That is going to get you in trouble, right? That's not gonna cut it anymore. And this is actually good news for us and our company and our clients, right? Because each one of these pages, they need to be unique, and the the Panda update addressed this, and a lot of these companies that were setting up these micro sites and using duplicate content have now dropped out of search. And so our clients, when they used to be, in the 3 or 2 spot, now they're in the 1 spot, or they're moving up. So this is actually good news. And the next thing here is you don't want a number of links coming from all kinds of different areas. You really want relevant, high quality backlinks. And the Google Penguin update addressed this, and it used to be all about getting links. The more links you had, the better you do in the search results. But that now could be hurting you. It's all about quality and relevant. So a relevant link would come from another website in your city, right? Or another website that's related to mortgage, like a real estate website or some article site about mortgages and real estate or financial. And you're going to have someone or yourself look into your backlink profile. And some of these irrelevant and low quality links, they can be removed or disavowed. And you really want to work to have some diversity in your anchor text, which is the text that you see on a page that links to the source, right? So that's the anchor text. You really want some diversity in there. They can't all be the same, unless it's like your company name. But I'm gonna take a sip here. So yeah, that's some of these things that used to work in the past could now be hurting you. And 3, you need a real physical office to rank well in maps. That's it. The Google Pigeon update addressed this. They took a major toll on companies that had set up multiple fake addresses and using those mailbox et cetera and virtual offices. Say you worked from a home and you had the business address hidden in Google My Business. That's not that. A lot of these fake addresses and things have now dropped out of these map results, and this hasn't really affected any of our clients because our clients are well established. They've been in the game for a while. They have a real physical office address. This has actually helped them. And so you really need a real physical office, real physical business address in the city that you operate in. And yeah, and so the pigeon update really addressed the local map results. So I'm checking. Okay, so what else has changed? Old-fashioned SEO is no longer effective in the post-Panda, Pigeon, and Penguin up era. It's all about user experience, and so this new SEO formula requires a lot of attention to be focused on the user experience. And so some of these new ranking factors are click-through rate, right? So how often, if you show up organically in the search results, how often are you clicked, right? Say you show up 10 times when a keyword's typed in, like mortgage broker, Sacramento, and say you show up 10 times and you don't get clicked once, so you have a 0% click-through rate. That's going to tell Google something, right? That's going to tell them that maybe that's not a good source to click on, right? No one's clicking on it. So it's telling them maybe something's not right in the title tag or the meta description. And so you really got to pay attention to that. And scroll rate. So when someone does land on your website, what do? Are they scrolling to see more information? Are they watching a video? Are they staying on the site? If they quickly go to your site and then quickly leave, which we call a bounce, that's telling Google, that's giving them the indication that website was not helpful, right? It didn't solve the person's query when they went to Google. And if you think about Google is a multi-billion-dollar industry company, and their whole the way they get their money is the pay-per-click listings from Google AdWords, right? That's where they make their money, and they know that, and they have over 80% of the market share in search, right? And if they know that they're only 1 or 2 steps away from all these searchers going to another search engine, if they're not returning quality results. So this time on page is a real big deal. Right? Bounce rate, you got to look at really closely. The number of citations and reviews and relevant links are all part of the new SEO formula. And so the really going a little deeper here into the new SEO formula, what we would do is figure out the most important keywords based on your service area and the search volume. You really want to know what keywords are being typed in and how much they're being typed in, and then you can craft your website, create pages on your website that talk about that topic. Like a certain loan program, like a VA loan or a reverse mortgage. They're getting searched a lot, and you have a page all about that's answering questions about that program. That's really going to help you. And there's tools out there that can get this done. We have the Google Keyword Planner inside of AdWords that can. It's not as good as it used to be, but there's also some paid tools like WordStream or SpyFu, and really the best data you're going to get is from running a Google AdWords campaign and bidding on these keywords, and that's really going to tell you which ones are getting searched the most, and what are people going to Google for? What are they typing in? So in this new SEO formula, you really want to set up a great website with unique pages targeting those keywords. So having a website and creating a page for each one of the loan programs, and say a home purchase loan and a mortgage refinance. Having pages for each one of these loan programs that are offered, and with content, with the unique content, targeting those keywords in the city, you're really going to have a much better opportunity and chance to rank in Google for those keywords. So again, yeah, pages for each loan program in the city. And then how do you optimize for the website for a good user experience? Using things like multimedia. When someone comes to the site, do they see a video? Do they stay for 30 seconds or a minute to watch that video? Are they scrolling down to find more information? And then you want to optimize the site for SEO, right? That's what we call on-site optimization, or on-page SEO. And that's optimizing the things like the title tag and the H1 tag and then the content, and then off-site. So you build the authority of the website by high-quality, relevant backlinks, which will raise the authority of the pages of your site and your website. And then you track the results. So we have a list here of the most important keywords that we've come up with over the years, and you can download that by going to this link, which I can drop in the chat for you guys. So I'll just put that in here. Let me know if you guys get that. Just sent it. So you can go right to this link and download the list. And obviously you would just change out the city and your in here and leave the keyword. And this is not a full exhaustive list. We should be updating this, and I mean, we have clients that are running AdWords, and so we can definitely expand on this, and we will in the future. So what is on-site optimization? And that's really the good content and the user experience, right? Again, you leverage multimedia to improve the page the time on the site, or the time on the page. You should have pages for each one of the loan programs that you offer, right? If you do reverse mortgages and VA loans and FHA loans and conventional loans, you really want a unique page with unique content for each one of those loan programs. That is answering questions about those programs. Like, who qualifies for a VA loan? Who qualifies for a reverse mortgage? And then having some pages for the city that you serve, right? So I can pull up one here. So if we do this again, mortgage broker. So if we look at our client site here, this was actually our first client in 2013. We built this website, and so we've been ranking him since 2014. And if we look at, like, we have pages for the loan programs, and we got some more over here, but what I wanted to is we have a page that's talking about the city that he operates in, right, and some of the loan programs that he offers, right. And when someone comes to this to this page, you see it's talking about VA loans, right, in San Diego, and you know the options of VA loans, and so that's what we're talking about here, is really just having a page. If you want to show up for VA loans in San Diego, or say an FHA loan in San Diego, you really got to have a page that's talking about it. And this keyword alone is being typed in over 200 times a month, and we got him right here and right here, right? So there's two spots here, the first two listings in Google, and so it's getting a lot of traffic to his website because of this, and people are let's see, and people are doing business with him, right? Calling and doing business with him. That's the most important thing. So let me go back to the slides. Okay. So strong user experience, a strong website with a strong user experience. You want to leverage multimedia to improve the on-page time. Hold on. Sorry, someone's coming in my room. We really want pages for each loan program, the cities that you serve, unique content on all these pages, and the keyword should be in the title tag and the H1 tag of the website, and the meta description that sells the click. So the meta description is that little snippet of information about that website in the search results page that will really could really improve the click-through rate if it sells, if it gives the person a reason to click on that link. And the name, address, and the phone number in the footer of the website, so it's on every page, will really verify back to Google about the NAP, right? The name, address, phone number. And you want to be active in your blog. Updating the blog with updates, and just being active on just posting to your blog about maybe some commonly asked questions that you're getting, or some new insights into being a first-time home buyer, or something like that. And I can really show you some live examples. We just actually launched this website here for our client in and I'll show you her site. And so what she wanted something simple, and what we're banking on here is someone to scroll down, to fill out some information, say they have a question. A lot of times people are dropping messages in here just to get an email back, and we have her video here to keep people on the page a little bit. We may need to make this a little more compelling. I think we went live with this site about sometime at the end of July, early August, and so we are starting. Traffic is now starting to come to it, and if time on the site is becoming an issue, we will change this, right? We will change to have like an image, so it's more visual about being about having a video here. But you see, we have her name, address, and phone number in the footer, and yeah, so. And then you see we have locations. So she has a number of locations, and then pages that are talking about being a mortgage lender and first-time home buyer, and the different loan programs that she specializes in. And so that's a recent site that we just did. We also could show you another one we did for a client out in Phoenix. Phoenix is a really difficult. We launched this site in July as well, and Phoenix is a little more challenging of a city to rank in. Tons of people with hundreds of reviews, and so it's going to take a little bit of time to rank in. But we're already starting to see a lot of things happening just from going live with the new site and creating, doing the citations and updating the blog, and okay. So I'll go back to the slides here. So if anyone would like to volunteer, I could. I'd be happy to. And it looks like Kathleen in Sacramento. Is that where you are? Let's see. Nice to see you, Kathleen. And looks like you're doing really well in that city. I know we've spoken before, and so this is your site. I like how you have the phone number in the top there. You have mortgage lender up there. I really like to see the city modifier in there as well. Mortgage lender Sacramento, in Sacramento, something like that. And I think this is your H1 tag. Again, it's just restating the title tag, and yeah. So it looks like you have a good use of some multimedia here to keep people on the site for some time. If anyone else would like to offer up their site, it looks like. Sorry, just check in for any questions. So, getting a question here from John. So, how do you create unique content for each one of the city pages? So, how do you create unique content for each one of the? So, I think if we look at, say you operate in more than one city, right? Say you have, a number of cities around the Bay Area or something, around Los Angeles. You have a page that's talking about being a mortgage broker in Los Angeles, and then you have the little cities outside of Los Angeles. So there's a ton of them. And so, which ones do you create content for? And you probably want to look at the ones that have, you want to do some keyword research and see the search volume, but you really want to, create a page that's talking about, Pasadena and being a mortgage broker in Pasadena. And it might not be necessary to create a page. It might be overkill if you created a page for, each loan program in Los Angeles and each loan program in every city that surrounding Los Angeles. That might be a little bit of overkill, but you could just get away with, having Los Angeles and some surrounding cities and talking about being a mortgage company or a mortgage lender on that page. And I hope that answered your question. But thanks for asking. And again, this is an interactive workshop, so I appreciate the questions there. And there's so much. I hope I am covering everything you guys want to know and want to hear. It's a little bit hard for me sometimes to get out everything I want to say, and sometimes I might be talking too fast. So I really appreciate the pausing and asking other questions. So thank you. So what is off-page SEO? So that's things done off the website, right? And one of those things that you should do and really look into is your Google My Business listing. Sure, you might I see a lot of you on here. I've talked to in the past, and many of these, I'm sure many of you already have this done. But how you optimize that listing is having a good description, a good quality description on that listing, and you have photos, and you get real reviews. And these photos, there's images that Google's looking for. They're looking for images outside of the office, some images inside the office, some images of your staff and working with clients. And there's places to upload them in these Google My Business listings, and you want to take full advantage of that. Excuse me while I sip some water. But yeah, and you want to get a lot of citations across the web. So a citation is a reference to your name, address, and phone number on sites like Yelp and Facebook and City Search and Super Pages. These areas around the web store your business name, address, and phone number. They have a link to your website, and a lot of these have a good amount of authority, and you want to make sure your business is listed in them, and you're listed in there with consistency with the name, address, and phone number. If one listing has a different phone number and one listing has an old address or something, you'd want to clean that up and make sure that they're consistent in across all these citations. There's hundreds of them, and some of them are more valuable than others. And you want to pay attention to, there's a few of them out there like Newstar and Localese and Axiom, they're aggregators. So they have your information, and they aggregate to other sources, other directories. And if one of those aggregators has some incorrect information, it's going to be spreading that incorrect information, and that's going to be telling Google that you're not, that it's not going to give it any trust signals to Google, right? It's not going to pass any authoritative authority. It's not going to pass any authority off to your website if you have inconsistencies in these citations. So this is something our team has to get right, and we spend a lot of time on at the beginning of our of working with us. And there's tools out there to build up these online reviews. Some of the tools that I really like is Review Buzz and Birdeye. And you really want to make sure that after you work with one of your clients, that you're sending them an email and asking them for a review, asking them for their feedback. And you really want to have those reviews on the web, on sites like Yelp, Facebook, and Google, and these tools will help you do that, and then market them on your website. And the building of the authoritative backlinks to your website is really an authoritative website will be one that's been out there for a while, that is relevant to the mortgage industry. That's gonna provide a lot of value in your backlink profile. It's gonna raise the authority of your website. So, and so yeah, the secret to getting ranked there in the Google map comes down to the Google My Business listing, claiming and optimizing that, getting citations, consistently listing your name, address, and phone number across all these different citation sources, and getting real reviews from your real clients in your real service area. At the end of the day, the ones that rank, the ones that are ranking the best and the ones that are appearing in the map results are the clients that have consistency in their name, address, and phone number. They have a claimed and optimized Google My Business listing, and they a decent amount of reviews on those listings. And actually, there's been a little shift in some of these rankings, because we're seeing a lot of times now where someone is ranking and we're like, how did they get in there? And this result is not really doing it, but let's try let me try it. Los Angeles. So you see this guy right here, right? Like this, I typed in mortgage broker Los Angeles. Like, how did he get placed in here? His website, commercialmortgagebroker.org, right? And I bet you we're not going to see. This is actually our client here. We signed him up and we went live with his site in July as well. And he's going to be coming up in here soon. He's I think he's in the fourth or fifth position, but he's starting to appear here now. And what you'll see is you see Julie Aragon. I think Mortgage Help Los Angeles. It's interesting. These results have been changing. And I remember very clearly that this guy was in Maps, and now he's dropped out of Maps, and he's still ranking organically. So what did Google do that it dropped him out of Maps, and you know, because he's still ranking organically, but he's been dropped out of Maps, and why? And it's going to come down to looking at his reviews, his optimization of that Google My Business listing, and the citations. And these guys, Julie and Bill Raymond, are doing better than this guy there, right? Because I remember for a long time this guy was ranking in the Maps, and he's now been removed, and he should be ranking in Maps, right? Because he's ranking in the. It used to if you ranked in Maps, likely you were ranking here too, and we don't see this guy ranking in the organic, right? So why is Google now putting him here? We can look at the map and see, you see our client here is in the 5th spot. You see it dropped him out. And why? And it comes down to, it's going to be the citations, or the reviews, or the optimization of the Google Map listing. And so, and then things like building up relevant backlinks and are playing a part there. So I'm going to go back to the slides. Okay. So yeah, those three things: having a claimed and optimized Google My Business listing, citations with consistency in their name, address, and phone number, and reviews. And so how you build up good quality, relevant backlinks to your site? There's tools out there that'll allow you to research, and we have many of them. And what you do, you take a listing, see what links they have. You plug their website into that tool, and it'll tell you who where that website has links, or what links are pointing to it. And then you can go put a strategy in place to go out and get those same or similar links. And the ones that are winning the day, that are ranking well in search, have quality backlinks from sources that are about the city that they're in, and that are related, somehow relevant to the mortgage industry. And those are the ones that are winning the day. And so yeah, these results now, what's common in these results is the claim and verified and optimized Google Business listing, Google My Business listing. No spam in the company name. A long time ago, you used to be able to, if the company name here, Global Mortgage, right, also had next to it San Diego, That's not the actual company name, and that used to work. Now that's considered spam. Right? That's if you look now at these listings, you run some searches in your city, and you'll see that the ones that are ranking well don't have spam they don't have extra words or extra keywords in the name and in the business name portion of the listing. They have many reviews. They have a title tag in the home page that is the keyword, right? The keyword's in the title tag. They have lots of citations with consistency, with the NAP, which is the name, address, and phone number. And they have a solid link profile with good links, quality links from relevant sources, and yeah. So the new SEO formula is really just setting up a great website with pages for each of the loan programs and the cities that you operate in, getting your keyword in the city in the title tag of each page. So if you have a page for VA loan, the title tag should be VA loan, VA loans in Sacramento, or VA loan program in Houston, something like that. And you really want to use unique content on every page. You want to leverage multimedia to keep the visitor engaged and on the site to reduce the bounce rate. Getting online reviews across the web, building your citations with consistency, posting updates on your blog on a ongoing basis, getting links, and leveraging paid search also could help identify these high searched keywords. And then you really want to track your progress and track the results. And there's tools out there like Bright Local that'll track all the keywords that you're trying to rank for. You want to look at the trends in Google Analytics and consider some phone tracking. Having a call tracking number where you can get a small sampling of what time of the day these people are calling, when what they're calling, what kind of questions do they have, things like that. And so this is I was hoping to give you guys as much information about the new SEO formula. I wanted to give you as much information as possible. And this is something that we do for our clients. And of course, if this is something you would like to consider for, to have someone do for you, we'd be happy to do that for you with our SEO review. You can just call us up or fill out a form. Just go to mortgagebrokermarketing.com/schedule, and we'll look at your online visibility. We'll run a keyword search and find out where you're ranking for those keywords, and show you that ranking report. Right? We'll look at the online directories and see if there's consistency, and see where where there could be improvement. We'll look at the online reviews you have around the web, on Yelp and Google, and look at your competition and see what kind of reviews and how many they have. We'll look at your social media presence and the conversion of the conversion effectiveness of your website. So how likely is someone going to convert if they land on your website? So again, all you got to do is go to mortgagebrokermarketing.com to schedule that free analysis. Go to mortgagebrokermarketing.com/schedule, or you can call us directly at 844-899-9676 to get that analysis for you. And I think it looks like there's still a few of you on the line. I know if you guys have any questions, I'll stick around. But I think it looks like Kate. Thanks for coming on here, Kate. I appreciate it. So how do you weigh the conversion effectiveness, the conversion rate, and the optimization when many people are just going to and just calling the phone number? Okay. So I think that's a good question, and of course we want someone when they land on the website, right? Ultimately we want them to call you. And so if someone goes to your website and picks up the phone and calls and doesn't really scroll, that's not passing that user experience data onto Google, right? But at the end of the day, that's what we want, right? We want them to call. But not everyone is going to go to the website and pick up the phone right away and call. Some people may, and some people may just fill out a form without having to scroll. And so that's some things that we still want to set up the website and have the multimedia and engage the person in maybe clicking to contact you, going to a specific page. Will keep them engaged and digging around your site. But I thank you for the question. I hope that answered that question. But again, if you'd like this 2017 for this SEO review, we'll do this for you free of charge. Again, we'll look at your online visibility by showing you some ranking reports. We'll do some keyword research. We'll look at the directories and the consistency of these directories, and be able to gauge where your competition's at and see where what needs to be improved for your company. We'll look at the online reviews and your competition's online reviews in your city. See where if there's any improvement that's needed in those areas. Maybe you need some more reviews on Google. Say your competition has like 20 or 30 reviews and you got like 3. We'll look at your social media presence. Are you being active in your Facebook? Are you engaging with your past clients and maybe family and friends on these channels? And then the really important the conversion effectiveness of your website. So again, just go to mortgagebrokermarketing.com/schedule. Schedule that free assessment, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next workshop next month. Thank you, and we will see you soon.